Hello there. You stay late, push harder and do it all again tomorrow. In this video we're going to explore why effort stops working and what that actually means as you grow. Effort becomes the default response. When pressure rises we work harder, stay later, push more, carry more. It's worked before, so we trust it again. But something starts to feel different. You're putting more in and getting less back, like pushing a cart uphill that never levels out. And that's the moment most of us miss, because effort isn't failing, it's just no longer enough. Which is why effort becomes the default response. Effort stops scaling at a certain point. Early on it works. Small teams, short decisions, direct control. You do more and things move. But as the organisation grows, something changes. More people, more decisions, more moving parts, and effort doesn't multiply anymore, it bottlenecks. Like trying to carry everything yourself as the load gets heavier. You can keep lifting, but you can't keep scaling. Because effort stops scaling at a certain point. Something else is changing underneath. You might think the problem is capacity. More time, more energy, more discipline. But something else is happening. The environment itself has shifted. What worked when the team was 5 starts breaking at 13. Not because you changed, because the conditions did. So the real question becomes, what actually changes as organisations grow? Because something else is changing underneath. Growth requires letting go of what's worked. This is the part most people feel but don't name. The behaviours that made you successful feel safe, they feel reliable, proven, part of who you are. So we hold on to them, even when they stop working. Because letting go doesn't feel like progress, it feels like risk. Like stepping into cold water your body resists. But growth isn't just adding more, it's becoming someone slightly different. And that only happens when something is released. Because growth requires letting go of what has worked. Effort was never the real constraint. It just hid it for a while. Effort carried you through early, it built momentum and created success. But now it's revealing something else. The way you operate is starting to matter more than how hard you work. Which raises a different question. If effort stops working, what actually needs to change as you grow? Because effort was never the real constraint. You stay late, push harder and do it all again tomorrow. Not because it's wrong, because it used to work, but growth changes what's required, and sometimes progress begins when effort no longer does.